What do you call an evil blacksmith? An anvil in. Welcome to the stream. I feel like I kind of botched the delivery on that one, but oh well, I only get one take. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I hope your week is going smoothly. I hope it's going more smoothly than mine. I'm sorry I missed you last night. For those of you who are not in the Discord, I had some plumbing problems that unfortunately canceled the stream. And that's why we're playing Horace and Dark Souls tonight on an off night to kind of make up because I missed a Horace / Dark Souls night last week, and I did not want to miss another one. I had to, but we're gonna make up for it tonight. The problem may be solved. We're still in wait and see mode, but keep your fingers crossed for me, my friends. And let's say hello to Shino. Shino the Ultimate, first in chat. Good afternoon, Shino. I'm going to be pre-ordering the physical Nintendo Switch copy of Cuphead at my local EB Games tomorrow. Comes with the DLC pre-installed onto the cartridge. Perfect. Right on. I would consider doing that myself, getting the physical copy, depending on how much it costs. Since I already have it digitally, though, probably won't go physical. I don't tend to bother too much anymore with modern games. I prefer to have a physical copy, but they don't mean what they used to mean. So I don't go through great efforts to get games physically anymore. And Shino asks, are you ever going to play the Futurama video game on stream? I doubt it, Shino. It's not something I own. I don't know whether or not I would have anything against it, but I'm not really into the Futurama series. I don't know if I've ever seen a whole episode. I've seen parts of a few, just not anything I ever got into. I feel like when that was popular, I just wasn't really watching a whole lot of TV. They don't make them like they used to, Jelly says. Welcome in, Jelly. Thank you for the spooky emotes. Let's go ahead and get out of this empty void that I'm hanging out in. Let's put a game up on the screen. And we'll start the process of getting my big head out of the way too. Oh no, I grabbed the wrong window. I'll elaborate more on the details of the plumbing adventure in a while, after we've given people some time to come in and join us. I expect I'll be recounting the epic tale again and again throughout the night, but we'll at least hold off for a while to maybe eliminate one or two retellings. Sad thing is, the very last good ones were Cuphead, TMNT Shredder's Revenge, and Castlevania Anniversary Collection. Last good physical games. Yeah, and I don't have any of those. Not physically. The only one I have is Cuphead, and digital only. So we seem to be really far along in this game. The last time we played, we're now inside. We've got sort of like a Metroid-style quest now to wander through this mansion and find bosses and collect satellite pieces. And yeah, we've even got a map. I don't remember how to look at it. Well, there we go. So those skull and crossbones, I suspect, are where other bosses are hiding. We got a crowbar, so we can open new doors. It's been more than a week that I've played, so it's gonna take a minute. It's gonna take a minute for the memory to recharge here. But it's slowly but surely it will, and we'll be on a roll again. Let's see what's beyond this door here. Where does this put me on the map, actually? A new area. Okay. Yeah, this looks doable. Perfect. So we're gonna play this for a couple hours. We're gonna try and finish at least one chapter, maybe two, depending on how long it takes, and then we'll get back into Dark Souls and spend hopefully a very healthy chunk of time with that one later tonight. Can I open this? I can. Does this lead? There was another... I'm not entirely sure where we are. That place is familiar to me. I know we've been there. Or I have a strong suspicion we've been there, but it's been a little while. The Castlevania Anniversary Collection that you mentioned there, Shino, is something that I think I might be interested in picking up a physical copy of at some point. The thing that holds me back from that is that I already own almost every game included on it. I'd only be buying it for Dracula X, and I'm not entirely sure if I think that's worth it for me. But this was just a dead end. Since it's really just the one game that I want, though, I imagine that I'll just end up getting it. I'll just end up getting it digitally if I do. Yeah, this is all familiar. We were here a very long time ago. But everything over here to the right is going to be new, because we weren't able to move that piece of wall before. Oh, nice! Look at all that junk down there under the water we can't get to. It's taunting me. Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot there were two collections. I just got them. I got them. The titles confused. Okay, we probably want to check out what's behind the. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I should check out what's behind that door down there first or not. Maybe we'll check out this first. They bump into each other. Another door and a bunch of water. Whoa. I hear footsteps that don't line up with any character that I can see on the screen. Oh no. Oh no. It wouldn't have been It wouldn't have been so bad except for the second jump and then the third. Oh my goodness, it's a whole... I think we can walk against this. Nope. Oh, that's deeper than I thought. Never mind. No wonder I can't. I was gonna say, I think we can walk against this wall. Not at all. I'm becoming increasingly concerned that I'm backtracking pointlessly. Well, I mean, even if this isn't somewhere I need to go, at least it's giving me opportunity to refamiliarize myself with the controls and physics of the game for a couple minutes. Pick up some trash I missed before. There's still another door all the way back there that we never went through. Can I make that perfect? This I remember. Okay. All right, we don't need to spend any more time here. I remember those blocks. I still don't know exactly where I am, but I recognize it enough to know that this is not somewhere I need to waste time at the moment. I mean, I suspected it wasn't for a while, but now we're sure. Yeah. It's nice when you can do something like that and move through an area real quickly with a well-placed jump. Alright, let's see what this area up here is all about. Oh. Huh. Let's check out the mobile shop. tan oil, shield slot, float jump. That sounds good. I don't know what the Game Boy's all about, but I kind of want that too. Oh, I can't afford that. Oh, I can't afford any of this stuff. Maybe if I sell some things.
Now then, said the dirty old man, let's see what you've got. Haven't seen one of these since I was a boy. That's a beauty. My wife will love this. If that's genuine, I'll be quids in. If that's genuine, I'll be quids in. I'll just clean off the blood. I've already got a buyer lined up for this. I collect these. That's going straight on eBay. I collect these. I've already got a buyer lined up for this. I won't ask where you got this. This is nice. I'll just clean off the blood. I won't ask where you got this. Can't say fairer than that. That's a body dazzler. I like this. Everything else is junk. Go on then, said the younger man. Stick everything in Bertha.
That was excellent. I got just enough time. I've got all kinds of snacks. Thank you, Jelly. I've got a delicious hot coffee. I've got some cheese slices and not like a slice, but not like a processed slice, but freshly sliced cheese, and some blackberries and blueberries. Wonderful.
You don't have anything, said the dirty old man. Now hop it.
Mile High Roll, welcome in. Thank you for the 100 bits, my friend. Thank you. Can't watch, but we'll be back for Dark Souls hype. Right on. I'll see you in maybe an hour and a half, give or take, for Dark Souls, my friend. I'm excited to get back to it. Oh, look, now we have a lot of money. I didn't think we got very much money from that whole thing there, but we got a lot. So let's buy portable gaming fun. Access the game guide from your pause menu. Oh. I'm not really sure why I would want that. Float jump I definitely want. Extend the hang time of your jumps. But the thing is, the jump is already so floaty. What's this tan oil all about? Dickinson's brand. Looking to get buff. Excuse me. I'm not really sure.
Would you like that one gift wrapped, sir? That will cost you 20,000.
Do I appear more buff now? I can't tell. Oop. Instead of a float jump.
Needs to extend his jumping range. The float jump will help with that. That will cost you 60,000.
Instead of a float jump, I wish it were a double jump. Double jump's one of my favorite abilities. Maybe even my favorite ability of all time. Oh, it's like a Yoshi jump, which is almost like a double jump, right? It's pretty weak. It's pretty weak. It doesn't quite arc up at the end like Yoshi's jump would. Theme park ticket. Skip the queues with this VIP park ticket. Oh my. We need this.
Sir deserves a little time off, I'm sure. The charge for it is 10,000.
The buying process is somewhat clunky, but I mean, it really ensures that you have decided fully upon your purchase.
I'm no good with technology, sir. That will cost you 20,000.
Even if this is absolutely useless, I have to buy it, because who doesn't want an old gray brick Game Boy? I think I own 5 of them in real life. I think 2 of them work. Nintendo. What? Goal Oval Omka. What? Well, we only got one choice, so this is what we're playing. Oh no. It's Tritris. Infinitely worse than Tetris. I don't really understand what the cracking of the pieces indicates. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking I miscalculated, and that Tritris is not infinitely worse than Tetris, but it's only one worse. But I assure you, the value of that one is much more than it would seem. I don't know what I'm saying. I mean, props for not just ripping off Tetris. I mean, it is like their own version. Some of it's kind of cool. Funky Tetris. I don't think I would necessarily call it bad. I was my initial reaction was perhaps overly harsh. No. Wow. That I lost that so suddenly. All right. Well, we'll just back out of this for now. Let's That's not as exciting as some of the other mini games have been. Well, we might pick it up again at some point, but it's not interesting enough to justify interrupting our current adventure. I was hoping this guy would have more stock.
An additional shield orb slot. Very useful. That will be 50,000.
But he seems to just have the same stuff. Well, now he has nothing. Which is unfortunate, because now that Never mind. I I was gonna say, now that I've bought his entire stock, if he does restock, I'm not gonna have any money left for anything else. But just more shield slots, which I don't even use. Right, I've got all these shield orbs, and I keep them deactivated because I want to play with the extra challenge all the time. If you play with the extra shield orbs, this game is just gonna fly by and be beyond pointless, I think, for a lack of challenge. Whoa! Alright, let's see if we can't reach one of these bosses. I think the skull and crossbones indicates boss locations and not locations where I have died, though I must acknowledge it could be either. We had to solve some puzzles to get through some of these areas before, but the puzzles we have previously solved appear to remain solved. So, you know, great. I wonder if that tanning oil, like, increased my, like, ability to throw things for great distances or something like that, perhaps. Whoa! It's just, I have no idea where the ground is. Oh, oops. Why? I don't understand why I'm not able to flip the gravity here. This room doesn't make a great deal of sense to me. Okay, can I pick this up? No? What do you want me to do, game? I don't understand. I think maybe I'm not really supposed to be in here yet. Well, if I'm not supposed to go that way... I thought I got the ability to break through these walls. I know I did. I just don't remember how to do it. These are breakable now. I just, There we go. It's all coming back to me. No, I haven't, Shino. I'm just like Futurama. I'm not well versed in Family Guy at all. There's a lot going on here. I want to jump down when the world is in disorientation. The trouble is, I am in disorientation. What killed me? The Simpsons is probably the, like, animated sort of sitcom that I know the best. But mostly only the first parts of the first few seasons. I never really watched The Simpsons as a kid. My parents didn't allow it when I was a kid. I suspect that they thought that Bart would be a bad influence on me. It's weird though, because I had a Bart Simpson toy, and I had a Simpsons video game on the NES, and I had an issue of a Simpsons comic book. So like my parents would let me they bought me a game and a toy and a comic book at some point, but they never wanted me to watch the show. I mean, I never really had any interest in it when I was young anyway, so it wasn't much of it was never really a big deal for me, but it's just odd. The sort of inconsistency there. Simpsons always, you know, when I was young, the Simpsons would have seemed to me like something like the Flintstones. You know, keep in mind I didn't know a whole lot about it, but it just seemed like a show that, like, there was no reason for it to be animated. If it's something that's just like, you know, if it's something that seems to be just like simple family drama, then I don't understand. I don't understand why it would need to be animated rather than have a live action cast and a set. Congo, welcome in. Great to have you here with us, my friend. Happy to be back with you. And you ate Butterfingers jelly ads. This is true. This is true. I wasn't allowed to watch The Simpsons, but I was allowed to eat Butterfingers. So I think I got the important stuff right there. This is a very difficult room. My decision not to use extra health items is really causing a lot of pain in this room. I need these green guys to just kind of forget I exist. Well, I mean, I understand now that there's that there are gags and things that aren't really easy to pull off in a live action format in The Simpsons. But, as someone who didn't watch it, but only, caught pieces of it here and there on rare occasion, it just sort of seemed like something. Like, it seemed to me like it wouldn't be something that would be all that different from, like, Roseanne or something like that. And, like, why would you make an animated version of that sitcom? Or Home Improvement. If I remember correctly, there was a Roseanne cartoon briefly. My question of why still stands. But you may very well be correct. The gravity mechanic is sometimes very annoying. Really sure what I should be doing. There's so much junk in this room that I'm having a hard time getting to because of all these green guys. The early 90s were the Wild West for cartoons, Conga says. I want to... Some of the times when you see me dying... I'm trying to walk off this platform and fall onto the next one, but you can't walk off a platform in this game. But like when I see I'm on a platform with another one below its edge. It's a game that really gets you shaking your fist, you know? These gravity boots are a terrible hindrance. I need an attack. I've gone through this game long enough with no abilities to attack. Stream Kyle, welcome in. There was a Roseanne cartoon called Little Rosie. I'm gonna attempt to cash in on the show, which is the highest rated show on TV at the time. Well. Isn't that something? They make a cartoon out of everything, I guess. Welcome to the stream, Kyle. It's really good to have you with us again. Why am I unable to jump onto that corner down there? I keep drifting left. Let me figure this out. Well, I don't know. It didn't happen that time. There are some places in this game that are just frustrating. This is one of them. This room is just disgusting. I'm gonna have to give up. I'm gonna have to give up on the collectibles and pick them up another time. I'm just getting, I'm making no progress in collecting any of the things, any of the junk in this room. Come on. Let me reach a door, please. Anything for a door. The enemies continue to move during the cutscene, and I'm stuck unlocking the door. Oh no! And the things come back. What are you just standing there for, Horace? I had so much time. I broke the boards away, and then he just stood there. The awful, terrible cutscene goes on for too long. Why? When the boards break, the camera needs to pan out and let me play again. This is just awful. Fine, I'll take another door. I'm not happy right now. A while back, I was reminded of the short-lived cartoon Butt Ugly Martians. I don't think I know this one. Cows, welcome in. Pleasure to have you here, and very happy to be back with you tonight. guess we've got enough people here. I can share the story. So I had to cancel the stream last night because it started raining in my basement every time we flushed the toilet. And that's not good. You never want it raining in your basement, but you really don't want it raining toilet water in your basement. It was very unfortunate. So I pretty much immediately knew what I pretty much immediately knew what I thought the problem was, and that's what we did to fix it. Was the wax ring that connects the base of the toilet to the pipe underneath had given out, as they tend to do. And so we had to spend the night taking up the toilet and cleaning that out, and we had to run to the hardware store, and that took an hour. And oh, you can watch a YouTube video on how to change one of those wax rings, and like it looks so easy. And I mean, compared to a lot of other plumbing stuff you can do, it is pretty easy, but it's also an annoying, messy, heavy process. So yeah, that kind of killed the stream last night, I'm afraid. But it appears like it might be fixed. I'm always cautious of speaking too soon, because I don't want to jinx myself and have it just devolve into a worse problem. But so far so good. I haven't noticed any more rain in the basement. I did have to replace another piece of pipe too. The pipe that supplies water to the tank had also sprung a leak at some point. We discovered while we were working, so we changed that piece too. So many leaks. Yeah, it's not fun. It's not fun. But if I'm right and it is now currently fixed, I mean, it's great that we were able to get it taken care of in, you know, roughly a night, and we're able to do it ourselves. It's always nice. It's always nice when I can do a piece of work and not have to pay someone for it. I enjoy the sense of accomplishment. That comes on the rare occasion I can solve a problem like that. Kyle says it was a British cartoon. I'm pretty sure I remember seeing commercials for it. Not sure where it ran here, though. That one must have passed me by. I'm doubtful of this room's value. Oh. Good thing I have this float jump now. What's going on? Alright, let's see what's in here. Okay, well, I know where this is. Don't want to be in here. Trophies for the accomplishment. Thank you, cows. But yeah, we seem to have been able to get it fixed. With no hopefully no permanent damage. It doesn't look like I mean, it's an old house, so you know nothing in it sort of looks perfect, but it doesn't look like the basement ceiling is any worse than it was before. It doesn't look great, but it looks no worse than it was before, which is all I can really hope for, right? So as long as you know, as long as the rain doesn't start back up, then we're okay. My grandparents had basement leak problems. Somehow it wound up being a foundation thing. Uncle wound up paying over $12,000 to get these brace things and a sump pump put in for them. Yeah, we have a sump pump. I don't think we don't really have like a leaking problem anywhere that I'm aware of. Knock on wood. But I mean, we do, the basement does get moisture. I assume just from virtue of being a basement. And so the sump pump, you know, helps remove any that accumulates when it does. But so far as I know, there's no like cracks or leaks in the foundation or anything like that. One of the places that we looked at, one of the other places we looked at before we bought this place had a, it's Donkey Kong. One of the places we looked at before we bought this had a basement leak, and I knew that, you know, that was an instant deal breaker. I saw that hammer moving, and I was going over there. I wasn't jumping over there to throw. I was not jumping over there to throw that bit. I was not jumping over there to throw that basketball at the hammer. I was jumping over there to collect that hammer and use it as a weapon. And it only occurred to me at the last moment that the hammer would be an enemy and not a friend. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, that's not a wall. Never mind. I was thinking I could cheese the whole room by just walking up a wall. But, old Shigeru Miyamoto, he thinks of everything. Was there no point to coming up here? There's really nothing up there. What a waste. I thought that was like a boss situation. Not worse is good, yeah. Yeah, anytime something in the house looks like it's not worse than it was before. Were you able to get it fixed? It would have been fixed faster, but Frownie refused to watch plumbing spoilers. I love it. Whoa. Oh. Well, this is interesting. Up. Oh, there's another one on the other side. So the purple wall I can safely interact with, but it is a nightmare. What did I do that made... I don't understand. Gravity changed to the left for a moment, and I don't know why. And now it refuses to do it again? Oh. I feel like I'm cheesing the game by attempting this. I don't think that's the way you're supposed to get in here. Password. I don't have a password. Alright, so I've come this way for nothing. I think that was sort of cheese. I don't think I was supposed to. I don't really think I was supposed to get around that room that way. That felt very clunky. I had a similar issue in my last place, Cal says, about the basement leak. Foundation problem. It's a big fiasco to get a pump put in. We had to do major foundation repair in the basement a few years ago. Put in a second sump pump. Imagine Jelly with a wrench and a plunger, and Frownie says, "No, let me figure this out." I mean, it's a good thing. It's a good thing that plumbing is something that I'm willing to look up spoilers for. I definitely need a walkthrough. The only thing that I know about plumbing is you have to get all of the turtles and Goombas out of the pipes. After that, I'm lost. Dude, why is this wall immune to gravity? Are you immune to my gravity boots? I don't understand. I feel like this game does that a lot. That's one of the things I can't say that I like very much about the game, is that it seems that some areas just arbitrarily break the rules you're accustomed to.
This was clearly worth something.
I can walk up onto every wall, but this one on the right here, I don't know why I can't. Right, and that's never good to treat a player like that. Games should have more respect for us. I think our neighbors hated us because we had to have construction people jackhammering the foundation and floor for a couple days. I mean, they may have, but I'd tell them, you know, well, just wait till you have a problem. Jelly and I are going to have opportunity to annoy our neighbors like that sometime in the upcoming months. We're going to replace our roof. I know that's going to be a noisy affair. Just pick a dry week, yeah. Well, I've been watching a lot of videos on installing metal roofs, and because I'm trying to weigh whether or not it's something I'll be able to do myself. Well, something that Shelly and I will be able to do ourselves. I won't be doing it alone. She'll get to help. But I think it might be doable. It looks like it'll be a lot of work, but I think we might be able to pull it off. Midwestern problems. Wait a minute, where am I? Okay. It is difficult, right? Because like pretty much in spring, summer, or fall, it can rain on any day at any time. There's so many days where like it's clear for the whole day, but you get like 30 to 60 minutes of like terrible thunderstorm out of nowhere for just that brief window.
The boulder damaged the bridge.
Oh, it's breakout. With an increasingly, well, no, the bridge heals itself.
The boulder damaged the bridge. The bridge took another hit.
Does the bridge have limited health, I wonder?
One more hit and the bridge would collapse.
Oh, rip bridge. Oh. I don't know what's going on. Is this not what I'm supposed to do? Oh. Some of these are boulders and some of them are pine cones?
The boulder damaged the bridge. The boulder damaged the bridge.
I misunderstood before that we're supposed to just... that all we really need to care about... all we really need to care about is getting the rock monster at the top.
The boulder damaged the bridge.
I was trying to play Breakout and get rid of all the, you know, all the things.
The boulder damaged the bridge. The bridge took another hit.
We had it done about 25 years ago and it's held up pretty well. The metal roof.
The bridge took another hit.
My parents had a metal roof put on one of the houses that I lived in growing up. And they seem to be pretty good. I think they're the way to go.
The boulder damaged the bridge. took another hit. I wasn't able to salvage much from this robot, just some containers full of a funny colored liquid. However, Heather was far more excited. Wow, she said, Dad told me about this, but I never actually saw it. She explained that, with a liberal coating on my joints and exposed areas, I would be able to submerge myself in water. I could now spend limited amounts of time swimming. Only 10 seconds or so, but it certainly sounded fun. Just like the last satellite part, this one looked like it would explode in 10 minutes. I needed to get back the whole way.
Alright, well, victory! I felt, on the one hand, kind of zoned out during that boss fight, but I mean, on the other hand, it was, I didn't really feel like that I was doing a whole lot either. It felt very automatic. It just wasn't really up to me whether I was going to win or lose. Oh no, there's keys everywhere. I don't understand what hit me. I wasn't going to collect all this junk, but there's a key over here, so... Thank you for the trophies, cows. I think if I fail this part of the... I think if I fail to get back before that time limit runs out, though, I have to fight the boss again, so... Let's not get too excited for our victory. It may be taken away from me very soon. So, what killed me when I came down here? I don't understand. There's nothing deadly there. Stop going through the door. I don't understand how the swimming works. Having trouble moving myself. the jump button. That seems pretty standard, right?
I considered collecting the teddy bear, but he looked so peaceful where he was, and sort of reminded me of the old man. So I thought I would leave him be.
This area is completely pointless. I just want to get out of here. Where's the front door? Hello, VR. Hey, thank you for the raid. You've come into a very stressful experience. I've got a clock running and I'm trapped. The world's a nightmare. But as always, pleasure to have you with us, and welcome to your friends. Tell us about your stream. What were you getting up to tonight?
Alice's funny green tobacco. They smelled really strong and made my visual senses go crazy.
I'm never gonna make it back. This is hopeless. I've wasted 70% of our time, and all I've done is go in a circle of sorts. Just ended right back where I started. Got to the final boss in Final Fantasy Black Moon Prophecy, VR says. If you can tell by my game title saying Bloodstained, it didn't go well. Isn't that the way, isn't that typically the way of fan-made games? Don't they always just end up being way too hard for the most part? Yudo, welcome in. Good to see you again. Not as stressful as what VR had to deal with. Maybe not. But still too stressful for me to deal with. I have no idea where the place... I have no idea where the place I need to get to is in relation to any of this mess. Please stop dropping a saw on my head. I had 6 seconds. I failed. Rip all my hopes and dreams. We've never actually seen a game over screen, have we? Amazing. Hey, I don't have to fight that boss again. Alright, we're good. Everything's okay. Just taking a minute to review the chat here. I don't want to make sure I didn't miss anything. The final boss is horribly made. So do you mean by you said that your game title saying Bloodstained, does that mean that you gave up and you switched over to Bloodstained? Or did you just retitle it that because you felt like you were stained with your own blood after the boss demolished you? I don't know which way that goes. Devil May Cry. I've never played any of the Devil May Cry games, Yudo. I had a friend who liked the first one back when we were in high school, but I never actually played it myself. Loyal to Soil, welcome in. What is good, my favorite streamer on Twitch? You're too kind to me, Loyal. Always a great place with fun times watching you suffer. I'm suffering right now. You're just in time. I'm under the pressure of the clock and not doing especially well. Yeah, I flat out quit the other game, VR says. I haven't smoked a cigarette from stress in over 3 months. It broke that real fast. Oh, no. Oh. That must have been something else. That must have really been something else. You just got pulled into the Devil May Cry games 3 weeks ago. I hear that the first one is. I hear the first one's really good, and I hear that the second one is really not. And then I don't know what the rest of the series is like. So, we were in a situation like this before. Every time you beat a boss, you basically get a time bomb that you have to carry back to the beginning of this world in the game. I'm not describing this perfectly accurately, but you know, in a way that sort of makes sense if you haven't been here for more of the game. But every time you defeat a boss, you have to travel back to the beginning of this whole area with a time bomb. And I don't remember exactly, but I feel like the last boss we defeated, like we went into the boss arena from one direction, and then we exited it in a different direction because defeating the boss opened up like a kind of like a shortcut to where we need to return to. And so when we defeated this boss, I proceeded forward instead of going backward because I thought the same thing was going to happen. But instead, I just wasted all of the time on our clock wandering around areas that appear to just exist for the sole purpose of bonus collectibles. I'm glad I took a capture so I can always remember this moment. Beat 5 out of 3. Beat DMC 2 yesterday. Almost done 1. Devil May Cry 2 is a curse word in my chat, VR says. That's pretty much what I've heard about it, is that it's sort of deserving of that position. I agree on that, Yudo says. Beat DMC 5 and then 3. Alright. Thank you. Yeah, I was, sorry, I wasn't following the way you typed that.
When I got back, I gave the circuitry to the old lady. It took her and the others a couple of hours to work out what to do with this part, but eventually we were ready to head up to the roof to fit it. Everyone else was worried that Mr. Preston had gone out hours ago. He was going to collect the mean machine and said he would only be 20 minutes. But Mr. Silton said he was sure he was fine, and we should set up the next satellite transmitter for the nice virus. Mr. Silton and I were finishing up looking over the satellite dish. There was one thing I had always wondered about his home life. Due to the way she looked after him, I asked him if Mrs. Silton was in charge. But for some reason he got really angry, saying of course she isn't. But then ironically, We heard Mrs. Silton calling. For once Mr. Silton ignored her. At least until she sounded really annoyed. Mr. Preston explained to Mr. Silton that he had been attacked by their old gang associates, but Mr. Silton just got angry and said, "What do they want?" I told them we don't have the money from the post office robbery. He seemed to think that if their old associates tracked them down, then he and Mr. Logan would be able to scare them off. But the old lady pointed out that they would probably be more scared by what she described as a dangerous rogue robot.
Playing polo is like trying to play golf during an earthquake. Sylvester Stallone.
Hello Japan, this is Nighthawk calling, said Heather. Are you receiving me? Over. 4 days we'd all taken it in turns trying to contact Dr. Hero, but the longer it went on the less hopeful we were. Any luck? Asked Sim. No, nothing, said Heather. I'm just worried they're all dead. I didn't like having that image in my mind. If there's one thing I'd learnt, it was that death is really sad.
Alright, so I'm curious now. Let me step outside a moment. Turn in some of the junk we've collected and visit the shop again real quick.
Now then, said the dirty old man, let's see what you've got. I like these. Everything else is junk. Go on then, said the younger man, stick everything in Bertha.
I had one item of value, and it wasn't even especially valuable. I got a lot for my junk, though. Water Seal Ultra. Creates a completely airtight seal, allowing you to stay underwater indefinitely. Of course I'm going to buy this right away. Why would I not?
Out of your joints forever, sir. The cost for this upgrade is 80,000.
I need one of these. I need one of these for my toilet. So I'm kind of thinking, like, we found a boss and got a, we achieved a sort of a major thing tonight. I'm kind of wondering about, we've got this amusement park ticket. I'm kind of wondering about maybe we backtrack to the amusement park and see what this ticket gets us. I think that might be another good thing to go ahead and take care of tonight. And depending on what that's like, that might be the last thing we do on this before Dark Souls. I don't know how big an area of content the amusement park is, but I have a suspicion. I have a mild suspicion about something that's going to go on when we go there because of something
worthless junk, but this could be sold for a decent price.
Because of something I saw when I discovered the game by tuning into a Itarama stream way back when. So I think that might be think it might be worth it to go ahead and check that out. And we'll go for a swim in all of the water on our way there. I wish I didn't bounce off of the bottom of the world here.
This was one of the most valuable things I'd seen.
It's a very, very clunky process collecting all this junk out of the ocean. And what a gigantic underwater cavern that turned out to be. And we're still not done. And it looked like there was more on the right-hand side, too. Is there still something down there? Oh, nope, I got it. I just want to line myself up, like, with the bottom, with the land on the bottom here and move across it, but I keep bumping off of it. Why is it so bouncy? Said we're at I think it said we're at 400,000 junk collected, and our goal is 1 million. So we're not even quite halfway there yet. Dance Invader. Oh, is that from my Game Boy? It is. Now we can play Dance Invader anytime we want. Except we have to play it in the like grayscale screen of the old Game Boy. I've never played a Gears of War game, but aren't they essentially a 3D version of Space Invaders? You sort of hide behind cover and pop out to shoot at your enemies. Rinse and repeat. I'm in trouble. They're eating away my cover. This is a tough game. My Game Boy has my high score saved from the arcade version of this game. How is immersion ruined? How is this possible? We've never played this on the Game Boy before. We've only played the arcade machine, and yet there's a high score saved. All right, let's get out of here. How does that work? I guess I've got a Wi-Fi enabled Game Boy that automatically downloads high scores from all around the world. From every arcade machine. And I'm still the master of Dance Invader. My score remains undefeated.
Now then, said the dirty old man, let's see what you've got. Shiny. I like this. The police aren't going to come looking for this. Everything else is junk. Go on then, said the younger man. Stick everything in Bertha.
That's a pretty healthy chunk of change we have there now. If we need any money while we're out and about, it's not going to be an issue. I don't want that shield.
I took the fisherman's boat to the mainland.
I wish they had just duplicated Yoshi's flutter jump in its entirety, because Horace's flutter jump is very unsatisfying in comparison. Excuse me. This water seems to be thicker than the other water. I can't swim through it very comfortably. I don't know why. It's like swimming through Jello. There's so much resistance. I wonder, in like competitive swimming, like at the Olympics or something like that, is there a regulation for what temperature the water has to be maintained at? Because I imagine it would be easier to swim through warmer water than it would be to swim through colder water, right? And so if you wanted to establish, you know, like a world record leaderboard, you would need to factor in, for fairness sake, you know, the temperature of the water that the competitors are swimming through, if that's the case. Otherwise, your results may not accurately reflect who the true fastest swimmer really is. I just had a terrifying thought. You know how we can break through some walls now? I'm wondering if there are breakable walls that don't look the same as the standard breakable wall. So now I'm thinking I'm gonna have to attempt to break every wall in the game so that I don't overlook a secret breakable wall anywhere.
Mr. Silton's door was locked. I don't think anyone was in anyway. I needed to use the passport machine to open the huge door. I made my way into the town.
Is this a train station? Great.
Mind the doors. Mind the doors. The train is now departing.
I'm not exactly sure which city we need to go to. I guess just one over.
train is now departing.
I kind of thought the train track would electrocute me if I jumped over there, but I mean, you never know. I have to go hunting for junk wherever it could be. This does not look like the kind of place that would have a theme park. I think I'm in the wrong place.
Mind the doors. The train is now departing.
Hello, Greg. Welcome in. Greg's Retro Channel. I hope you've been well, my friend.
Sitcom. This is sitcom. Mind the doors.
So bright. Okay. This looks like where the amusement park was. I don't know why it makes a big deal whenever we pick up one of those memory chips, because I don't remember what the purpose of those is, if there even is one, other than they are perhaps more valuable than other junk that we come across. Here we go, that's what we're looking for. Let's see if we can get this, well, let's see if I can get that letter E, but I don't think I can. Playing Mario and Luigi Dream Team on 3DS. I'd like to try out Superstar Saga at some point. I played a little bit of it when it first came out on the Game Boy Advance, but sadly I never played it for very long. And I want to correct that at some point. The only thing I really remember about it is how very distressed Mario sounds if when Luigi dies in battle. Oh, and also how, like, when your health is low, it puts little warnings next to you that say danger and peril. I think that's where I developed my habit of when I'm in trouble in a game. You may notice that I frequently use the phrase "I am in peril." I think it's because of the influence that game had on me, which is a pretty big influence for a game that I've really only played like maybe an hour of. Never played the Game Boy Advance original, only the 3DS remake. Impressive. Well, what can I say? I'm very impressionable in my speech patterns. Got another game for our Game Boy. Shoulder barge attack. Hang on. Upgrade your shoulder barge to attack enemies. I've been dying for something like this.
Some people deserve a good bashing, sir. The cost for this upgrade is 80,000.
You can have all my money. This is the only thing I've ever wanted in life. It probably won't even work on most of the enemies that have been annoying me lately.
Now then, said the dirty old man, let's see what you've got. There's nothing of value here. Go on then, said the younger man, stick everything in Bertha.
I had a tiny electric piano toy as a child that sounded just like the music in that area. Such an odd and nostalgic, House says. I wouldn't be surprised if the makers of the game had the very same toy. They reference so many. They reference so much stuff from the past. I think the entire cast of Seinfeld just walked by. I'm not 100% sure. But this looks like he could be the Fresh Prince, right? Rhythm King. Might as well buy all this. Might as well buy all this stuff.
I'm no good with technology, sir. The charge for it is 10,000. The binocular vision upgrade will allow you to carefully examine your surroundings.
I have so much money in my wallet right now, I've just got to buy everything. What is this? Acclaimed Jam. It's got a fiery kick. Nota bene? A? What?
No refunds on that one, sir. That costs 5,000.
don't even want this, but
An additional shield orb slot. Very useful. That will be 50,000.
again, might as well get everything. Laugh in the face of death with his floaty yellow second chance? Why is this shield orb so cheap? Oh, because it's not a slot, it's just a replacement. What was that? What's this? Oh. Oh, it's cleaning up after me, because I'm making a mess. Alright. Okay, so let's check this out.
I didn't know how much this was worth, but it looked expensive.
You must be this tall. 1 hour wait from here. I hope I'm right that this area is more than just an opportunity to gather up more money. Those are deadly. No. I fell into space again. No. To anyone else, if you're thinking about maybe playing this game on stream, maybe don't stubbornly refuse to use the extra hit orbs. maybe turn those on and use them, and don't be so cruel to yourself and your viewers as I am. It's not even possible to pass through in that direction. Maybe don't stubbornly is just a generally pretty good suggestion. If only I could be anything other than this monster that I am. There's one single piece of red garbage left over there. That's in a very hard to reach spot. And I'm not 100% sure it isn't a background object. These blackberries that I have tonight are amazing. No! Horace, you're the worst. The swimming in this game is unbearable. I want to just... I want to just be able to line myself up at a particular height and just swim in one direction without bouncing off of the floor all the time. I need that red thing. I think that that's not something to be collected. I think it's a background object. I got awfully close to it that time. If that's a collectible, it's something's broken about it. You can't skip this. When this happens to you, you can pause it. I don't know why you'd want to, but you can't skip it. Destroy a later? All junk cleared. We cleared an area.
I suppose the one good thing about a closed fun fair was the lack of queues. This seemed quite valuable.
I think we just collected a cash register. This is a breakable wall. Alright, I've encountered a breakable wall like that. That was at the edge of a place and it didn't occur to me that it was breakable before. Those are the kind of thing I need to be on the lookout for now. When a breakable wall lines up with the edge of the screen, its breakableness is...
Wow, this was clearly worth something.
Be prepared to die. Vicious. Get your I survived the destroy-a-later just t-shirt at the park shop. Condemned. Here we go. So this is what I saw Itty playing. This is the piece of the game I saw that made me think, oh yeah, I should try playing that.
Some things were worthless junk, but this could be sold for a decent price.
This part does look fun. Yeah, it reminds me of you know, it's like Donkey Kong Country. Oh, there was junk there and I missed it. I'm gonna have to run this a lot of times anyway to because there are branching paths and you never know, the junk could be anywhere. So, like, while a death is somewhat annoying, it's really not the calamity that it could be. I don't know what happened there. The physics can't handle my driving. I want that one box of junk that's there we go.
Most valuable things I've seen.
See, look at that. It's one of the most valuable things we've seen. It was worth all those deaths. That's the same thing I did a moment ago. Oh no, we've been stuck here for so long, the music had to repeat. Can you duck and jump at the same time? I need to discover this. Nope. Felt like we were really making progress there for a moment. I also think I saw more opportunity for sneaky hidden treasures. How far back can I actually run? Well, it didn't say all junk cleared, so I must have missed some stuff. I like this level, Loyal says. Right on. Yeah, this is fun. I like these kind of challenges. I guess I should have played more of a Super Mario Run, right? Because that's it's, you know, this is basically, you know, that kind of thing, right? An auto runner. I've only played segments of games that are auto runners. I've never played a full auto runner all the way through. They're kind of like rhythm games, I guess. I don't know if I ever thought about it like that, but auto runners and rhythm games are kind of related in a way. Can we travel in this water? That water is deadly for some reason. I don't know where there's junk that I'm missing. Oh, maybe I need to ride below there? I think I've been down there. I don't know, I did this part suboptimally. I don't think that was, like, where I got out of the cart just there. I don't think that was supposed to be able to happen. This was very clumsily put together. All junk cleared, I found it. No junk can escape me forever. Alright, now I just have to actually survive this again. Was it everything I hoped it would be? It was something. How's my week been? Yours has been pretty good. Loyal says, right on. I'm glad to hear that, because it seemed like things weren't so well before, so I definitely Definitely want to hear that you're doing well, my friend. And my week has been interesting. I couldn't stream last night because our toilet started leaking into our basement, and I had to take the toilet up and replace the wax seal underneath it, and that was quite an adventure. And then during that process, I found another damaged pipe I had to replace. So I've been doing a lot of plumbing this week.
I didn't know how much this was worth, but it looked expensive.
Here's a heads up. My little bitrate indicator on my streaming dashboard has turned a violent red color. So if the stream suddenly cuts off,
I was neither terrified
it wasn't my fault.
In fact, I was somewhat underwhelmed.
I'm gonna hope that it sorts itself out, though. Frownie is Mario confirmed. I sometimes threaten to Jelly playfully. You know how I've told how I sometimes, when my hair starts to get long, I threaten to cut it into like an 80s country star mullet. just for sheer obnoxiousness. Another thing I do, because you may have noticed that I like to shave my head from time to time, I've also threatened to shave my head and beard, but just to leave a great big mustache and wax it up into curls so that I look like an old-timey, like, circus strongman. So while I've never had a Mario mustache, I have proposed that particular style before. That's the closest I've come. Is a joke. Giant mustache. Exactly. Jelly is not very fond of that idea either, though. Never good when you have a leak, but thankfully you're able to fix it. Always good when you can do that. I think it's fixed. You know, I'm always one who does not want to count my chickens before they've hatched, but I'm not seeing any leaks like I did before.
The exit door was blocked by one of the Ferris wheel's cars, but I could see the controls on the other side.
And so yeah, I'm hoping that means that I've done a good job. Oops. Oh, those don't work like I thought they did. Okay. This right here, jumping from orb to orb like this, feels like what Super Mario Galaxy must be like. I think there's actually a part of Super Mario Odyssey where you do a lot of this, if I remember correctly. I seem to remember that being a thing in the game.
Now that the exit was unblocked, I just needed to get back to the door.
This is kind of cool, but it's a little frustrating because your left and right get reversed very frequently here. It's hard to tell which button is going to do what. Oh. Alright, we got it. Last few months have been pretty rough. It's really cool you remember little stuff. You're one cool guy. I mean, I do my best. I don't have the... I'm not the best at you know, remembering things like that, but... I certainly try my best. And thank you, Loyal.
Some things were worthless junk, but this could be sold for a decent price.
Okay, we got ourselves a letter E. I don't know what these letters are for yet. Oh, I imagine we're gonna find all the letters for the word Horace. That would make sense. Alright, I think we're good in this area for now. Let's we're gonna travel our way back to the mansion, and when we get there we'll save and
Mind the doors. The train is now departing.
and maybe we'll call it a night for Horace, and we'll switch over to Dark Souls. I think we've made a good chunk of progress. We defeated a boss, we cleared out a little optional area, cleared out a lot of the ocean, got a lot of upgrades, and I now have an attack. I need to remember to try and use this. Your efforts have had a positive effect, so it's doing something good remembering. I guess I've got a chance to sit back and enjoy some snacks while we ride the train here, since we have to move around this city in real time.
This is Factoridon. Mind the doors. The train is now departing.
Always love a good train ride. I've never been on a like a train, like an old-timey style train.
Mainton was the next stop. I could get back to the mainland and Mr. Silton's from here.
Been on subway trains, and that's about it. I don't imagine they're all that different though.
The train is now departing.
Minus you know, a couple degrees of a luxury. Oh, that's not true. I guess I have ridden a proper train, because I took a ride on the Hogwarts Express at Universal Studio once. Universal Studios. So that's a proper train. I take it all back.
To the mainland.
Highly recommend it. You should do a winter mountain train ride with a mystery act and food. Oh, that sounds fantastic. Be cool. I want to do something like that also. Possibly overnight ride. I think you just described there, Loyal. I think you just described the perfect train trip for me. You had me at wintry mountains.
I took the fisherman's boat to the old man's estate.
That's the worst thing about where I live currently, right? My house, my number one complaint about it is it's not located in the mountains.
Now then, said the dirty old man, let's see what you've got. I collect these. Cheap as chips. Impressive. I won't ask where you got this. I've already got a buyer lined up for this. I've already got a buyer lined up for this. That's a beauty. Cheap as chips. Can never have too many of these. It's a bit broken, but I'll take it. Everything else is junk. Go on then, said the younger man. Stick everything in Bertha.
Right, though, it does sound amazing. Take note, Jelly. Perfect. That's what I was thinking. That maybe that would be something we could do as our. Maybe we just buy that as sort of our Christmas gift to one another. Sparrow, welcome in. You've come in actually like immediately before the BRB, my friend. Please don't think I'm running away from you. But we just got back to where I wanted to save and quit. But I hope that your week is going well. I hope that it's going a little bit more smoothly than mine. You know it's a little rough when I have to miss a when I have to miss a stream. Oh yes, the picture you posted of Horace in the Discord. I forgot that he's a monstrosity. What does he look like? He's like a head on two legs, and he's all purple, right? Let me look him up again. I wanted to compare him to another character. Yeah. Oh, he does have an arm. Unless that's like a floppy elephant ear. His one leg does kind of look like an elephant trunk. He looks like when you buy a candle that's been molded into a figurine shape, and then you get halfway done burning it. Like he looks halfway melted. Someone left him on the dashboard of their car on a sunny day. That's what happened to him. Spectrum lovers have made it into a plushie and a t-shirt and stuff like that. Perfect for Halloween. Nobody can find the original. Nobody can find the original dev. He looks like he could be covered in honey. Oh no. No, that would mean that he's sticky. He leaves a trail everywhere he goes. Gross. This game is fun, and I continue to like it. But it really there are some parts of this game that get really kind of frustrating. It's kind of like Super Meat Boy sometimes. It's kind of like Super Meat Boy with a weird gravity twist. Hey, ahoy, Rush Pirate! Welcome to the stream. Great to see you, my friend. Thank you for coming along. And Jartza, thank you for being here as well. Very happy to have you. Tell us, what were you getting up to tonight, Rush Pirate? It's Wednesday. Was it way back Wednesday? Did you play any Super Ghouls and Ghosts tonight? Oh, you were playing a retro game, Gremlins 2. I've heard good things about that game, but I don't really know much about it. I know the movie is out of control. Just one of the wildest, this is the wildest possible sequel that you could have got to the original Gremlins. Oh, and I'm sorry, Jarts, to answer your question. This game, Horace, it's a retro-styled indie game. Came out a few years ago. It's kind of it's a platformer. It's a platformer. It's like in some places it's almost like a Super Meat Boy style platformer, where you've got to jump through a lot of obstacles. It's got a weird gravity mechanic to it, though. This is where you might see, like, some of the... why I would compare it to something like Meat Boy. It's got all these sort of... well, these are spikes. It's got a lot of hazards to dance across, and, like, these big open screens. And the, when you die, the respawn is, like, sort of instantaneous, the way Meat Boy works. But, so, like, that's, like, the heart of the gameplay, but it's got a giant story and, explorable world all around it. So it's kind of like a Metroidvania-style game. It's very heavy on story stuff. So it's a little bit talky for my taste in places, but it's really weird. It's got all kinds. It's just filled with references to stuff from the 80s and 90s. It's just littered with movie references. It's got tons of mini games that emulate different retro games. Like there's a whole section where you go through a bunch of like Commodore 64 style games. I just fought a boss earlier tonight that was basically Breakout. It's got an amazing Pac-Man clone that's styled like the Ghostbusters. It's just wild. So it's definitely worth a couple bucks. We have another raid coming in back to back. Hello, Soda Wave. Tell us, what were you doing, Soda? Pokemon. Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I haven't, I kind of played Pokemon Gold. But not really. I hope it was going well for you. What did you choose? What type did you choose as your starter, if I may ask? Rush Pirate says, I did. How did Super Ghouls and Ghosts go? Did you, are you making it, are you making it further than before? Clearing new levels? Also played Splatterhouse and Monster Party. Right on. Three raids back to back. Oh my goodness. Dreamy Magenta Sheep. Welcome in, Dreamy. I haven't even finished saying hello to Soda Wave. Ironmon challenge run in Heart Gold. What is that? What is that like? I don't even know what that is. Here are the riffraff Mile Hyrule says. We're here for Dark Souls. Oh, did you instigate this one? Big Tall Not Small, welcome in. Pleasure to have you here. We randoed a Gyarados starter, and then when that run died, ran a Kingdra as a starter. Oh, so it's one of those things. Okay, so it's like a Nuzlocke kind of thing, where you've got these sort of strict rules. I mean, of course, if it's a challenge, but it sounds like permadeath is part of it. You're popular today, Greg says. Believe me, I'm tremendously flattered. Thank you very much for everybody who's been coming in. Rush Pirate says new PB level 3, right on. Level 3 is one of my favorite parts in all of the game. There's some spiky moving platforms in part of it, and one of the approaches that you can take to those platforms is what my favorite thing to do. It's very small and pointless. I'm not going to specify because I don't like to spoil things for people, but someday you'll know what I'm talking about, and you'll think, wow, that was pointless. I don't know why he cares about that so much. Miles said we had to come hang out. Well, I'm happy you did. I'm very happy to have you here. What does it say you were doing? Bloodborne. How's Bloodborne treating you? Let me move out of this room. It's awfully noisy in here. We are about to start Dark Souls for the night, my friends. We have been playing Horace at the start, but we've actually come to a stopping point. I was just running around a little bit to sort of answer a question about what the game is like. I answered it sort of poorly, but we just got back to this room a moment ago, and this is where we had planned to save and quit. So we're about to pick up Dark Souls. Randomized permadeath challenge run, Soda Wave says about Heart Gold. Put a link in the chat about the rules if that's okay. Otherwise it makes for a good stream. So links are just universally blocked, Soda. If you would like to whisper one to me though, I would be happy to take a look at the rules, though it's not something I would imagine I would ever be able to try. My Pokemon skills are virtually non-existent. I played through Pokemon Blue. I loved Pokemon Blue. It was tremendous fun. I got really into that game. It's great. I played the original Pokemon Snap. I bought Pokemon Gold. I transferred my team over from Blue and steamrolled Pokemon Gold. So, it's up to you whether you want to say I actually played that game. I say no. I don't say I actually played Pokemon Gold, because that's not really the way to play it, right? And then that's pretty much it. We played Arceus on the stream well into the post game. I basically did everything. I think I did everything I could do, aside from like side quest and fetch quests, and I made it as far in the game I think as you can without completing your Pokédex. So I was happy with what we did there. And we played a bit of the new Pokemon Snap. I couldn't give you a percentage, though, for how we did on that. But really, Pokemon Blue's though. But Pokemon Blue and Pokemon Snap are the only ones I've ever really finished. Yes, Dreamy, listen to Mile. He has good ideas, Mile says. Your Dark Souls run is starting to become legend, Malhyra says. Everyone is so excited for you. No hint and no experience with the series. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. So we're chin-wagging a bit here, but I really am about to move over. It was good. Got a late start, so couldn't stream too long, but got 3 bosses down. Congratulations. This game looks cool. This game is pretty cool. Like if you like kind of somewhat tough retro platformers, you want a lot of story and a bit of exploration in there as well. Yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, I would say like the main challenges are kind of like Super Meat Boy obstacle courses with a gravity twist, but it's also built into a pretty expansive Metroidvania style game. So I could, Horace is pretty good. And you can usually find it pretty cheap on sale if you wait around for it. Miles says it does look good. I've been avoiding watching this game because it looks wild and I don't want to get spoilers. Right on. I love Pokemon. Dreamy says, played every gen up till the Switch games since I don't have one yet. Yeah, there was never another one. I played a little bit of Platinum, but really after Blue there was not another one that I really got into. I'm sometimes tempted to try to do a playthrough of like maybe Pokemon Yellow just for the nostalgia. That's not the one I played, but it'd be something slightly new, but it'd be something slightly new, but essentially Pokemon Blue again. I don't know. All right, let's do like I said, move over to Dark Souls. I need to take a very short BRB, my friends, and refill my coffee. I'll switch the game over while I'm doing that, and yeah, we'll try out some Dark Souls. See if I can make some progress. It's a slow but sometimes very rewarding run, and yeah, I've been playing through it. It's a first time playthrough. I'm doing it very strictly blind, and I really don't know what I'm doing. So if that sounds like something that is exciting for you, my friends, then just stand by a couple minutes. I'll be right back with you.